Lil Uzi, of course, the Pink Tape, being an album that's been teased for a good amount of time. And Uzi feeding us with an EP last year, various singles, and continuing to build the momentum that he's had with I Just Want to Rock. That anticipation is just creeping around the corner. I'm really excited for Lil Uzi. Travis Scott, Utopia, long overdue, unfortunately, with the Astroworld tragedy. Of course, COVID. His album has been delayed continuously. As lackluster as Travis Scott's singles and features have been over the past 2 years or so, the most enticing one potentially being Down in Atlanta. And even with that, it isn't as crazy or as robust as I would expect from a Travis and Pharrell joint record. I am still highly anticipating Utopia because I truly believe in Travis's craft. It's just he's going to present a body of work that sonically we're not going to be prepared for. I remember prior to Astroworld, whenever Travis Scott was dropping lackluster features as well as singles, the very underwhelming collaborative project with Quavo, I was a bit worried for his direction when it comes to a body of work. I was just like, this isn't looking too good. Birds in the Trap, amazing, by the way. Just want to put that out there. I was concerned, like, man, would this album even be able to eclipse Birds in the Trap? Happy to say, we were all not only impressed, blown away, and surprised by Astroworld, the experience that it was, the truly breathtaking, monumental album that will continue to transcend through time and space in its own theme park. Beautiful touch right there, right? So Utopia being an album that I believe will be dropping this year. I mean, the label wants their money at some point. They still eating off of Astroworld, but it's like, yo, Utopia, y'all know you want to get your ends off of that. One thing that I would like to see from Utopia is to do the same thing that it did with Astroworld. Bring in some features on here that we didn't necessarily expect. For example, Frank Ocean, and in the way Frank Ocean performed on Astroworld was something unexpected. Don Toliver, this introduction to majority of us we can't say was phenomenal. And then, bring in some familiar faces. Of course, Drake, Sicko Mode, a monster track. The Weeknd, Skeletons, great as well. And I would eventually love to see Travis Scott and Denzel Curry making a track together. I believe it was Houston Fornication that originally had a Denzel Curry feature. However, it was scrapped. Things didn't pan out, but I would love to see these two definitely join forces on something, whether it's laid back or hype. Denzel Curry, we need Denzel Curry and Travis together. We do. Now, even though it hasn't even been exactly 2 years, maybe a year and some change, I anticipate J. Cole dropping his next album this year. I believe, what was it, The Boy? That could potentially be the name of his album. I see J. Cole dropping this year, even though at this point it hasn't even been 2 years, just due to the emphasis on hunger, the emphasis on him training his skills. Most recently, he dropped a track off a J. Cole type beat he found on YouTube titled Procrastination. It was so good, and he was so enthralled to the point where it's just like he rapped over the beat, sent it to the producer. He's like, do what you want with this. And if that's the kind of energy J. Cole's holding on to now, I don't see him waiting 3 years to drop an album. And I don't think we're also going to get like Revenge of the Dreamers 4 this year. I am expecting maybe about 2 or 3 J. Cole features before we get that album, and then whatever comes after that. But I am anticipating J. Cole dropping this year, and I am excited for that as well. Tyler, the Creator. Call Me When You Get Lost. Tyler, the Creator, returning back to his rap roots with everything he's gained throughout the course of his career. Was the gift from the heavens, a gift from the heavens, surreal, phenomenal, from the aesthetic, from the music videos to the live performance of his causes, to the actual body of work, the storytelling elements, grabbing features that on paper we really wouldn't expect, like YoungBoy and 42 Doug, and making exceptional tracks out of them too. One that's a hyped up, amped up, and then the other one was more mellow, laid back, and YoungBoy giving an incredible melodic performance that is very addictive, sugar-coated with love and affection, and smoothed out like, what are those things that like smooth the road out? They put the new road in. It was in the Cars movie. This was supposed to be like a dope reference, but I forgot the name of those vehicles. Anyhow, I anticipate Tyler the Creator dropping an album this year as well. And something that I'm anticipating from Tyler the Creator for this next album is to go in two general directions. One being a jazz album. Tyler the Creator, in a Zane Lowe interview whenever he dropped Flower Boy, he said how he's interested in jazz, loves jazz, and will love to have some jazz instrumentation for his next project. And with the way everybody's been going with sort of like a dance vibe, dance wave, I can anticipate Tyler making some kind of dance music, potentially disco influence, potentially influencing some other dance inspired genre that I'm not familiar with. Who knows? But I do see Tyler the Creator dropping this year. Frank Ocean, I do not anticipate an album dropping from him. I have closure with Frank Ocean. If he were to never drop another body of work, I'm content with what we got. I know for some of you guys, it hurts saying this. For my Frank Ocean fans, it hurts hearing that Frank Ocean might never drop music again, but I'm content. I'm good. I cried a couple times bringing myself to this point. But I don't expect the album dropping from Frank Ocean. We do know he's going to be performing at Coachella. That is important. Frank Ocean is going to be performing at Coachella. Now, whether he's going to have a new body of work, that is debatable. I think it's worth noting. However, I don't anticipate anything coming from Frank Ocean. A$AP Rocky, definitely expecting him to drop this year. He's already dropped, I don't know if it's like official single or something of a Lucy, but Same Problems, which definitely feels like a Milo interlude, is something that, you know, it's A$AP Rocky season. It's creeping over. Likewise, I do anticipate Rihanna to drop this year as well. And with that, you know, Rihanna being pregnant, parents and everything, I can see why it's going to take a bit for them to drop music. I don't see this happening till maybe the second half of the year, seeing as how it's a newborn, new baby. There needs to be a lot of attention, a lot of love, and, you know, some time to, you know, love your child. Love your child. But I definitely anticipate A$AP Rocky to be dropping, Rihanna to be dropping, and Party Next Door. Most recently, we've had the track Her Old Friends drop. And I don't know if that's any indication of a party project dropping anytime nearby, but I will hope so, man. I will hope so. Was it Party Mobile that was his last project? I want to say so. Yeah, I just want to search this up for reference real quick. But I do believe it was Party Mobile. Yeah, Party Mobile. Technically, we had the Party Pack, but that wasn't exactly, you know, a new body of work. There were some songs that were on SoundCloud that weren't, you know, officially packaged, that were bundled in together, you know, smash hit like West District, Persian Rugs, things that have been out for years. So Party Mobile is going to be about 3 years. Party, honestly, is so unpredictable that I can't even say it's about time for him. But with this, I do anticipate Party Next Door dropping this year, as well as Drake. I do see Drake dropping again this year. He has a lot of momentum with 21 Savage. He is going to go on tour, I believe, performing in stadiums. So I see Drake wanting to build as much momentum as possible to build the tickets up, to continue building that dynamic with 21 Savage. And, you know, overall, I mean, Drake wants to stay at the top. In order to stay at the top, music got to be fed. Good music, great music, high quality music at that as well.